Hello. Welcome back to Infinite Roleplay. My name is Nelson, and this is me going over some of the stuff that I released for Saturday Morning Tabletop. That particular day I had just released the Evildoer Spotlight for the Beetle Knight, and I was mentioning it. This was a live hangout, if you can't tell by the really fast, energetic, fast-forwarded version of myself in the upper right-hand corner, which looks utterly insane. I didn't put the little picture on top. That way you can see how insane it looks and laugh at me. They make me cry. Anyway, I didn't really know what to draw this stream. As you saw, I started out with like a four-legged creature. I was going to do some work on the mount rules for Saturday Morning Tabletop, and just this this just transpired. I'm not entirely sure exactly how it started to transpire, but as you see there, I was going over some hair ideas, because this is a Nekohito, and for Nekohitos, the Catman, hair is kind of important. I was going to give like a little top knot, and I think it might have been thanks to the chat, but yeah, we gave him that sort of relaxed, Cat Williams-esque, reminiscent hairdo, and that's how that's how this picture got its name as Catman Williams. So with the hair, I mean, of course, you need to get pimping. So I got, gave him little glasses. He's got his little pin ring, little amulet right there, popped up collar, right? And eventually he gets a, I was asking chat, what else should I add? I wanted to put a hat, and I was like, that doesn't look really anything. I was gonna put a thing there. So at this point, chat was telling me that he needs a nose ring, and to make the nose ring even larger than I already had, I decided to give him a lip ring because, why not? Some earrings. Instead of the two looped earrings, we decided to go with a little feathery thing there, and I'm kind of happy that we went with the feathery thing, because it just adds to the the utter outrageousness of what this is. And I really do feel that he needs to be a character. If not, I just think he needs to be a character. Somebody needs to make the stat Catman Williams out and to play him in one of my games. If not, I'll make Catman Williams and play him in one of your games, if you'd be kind enough to run me some Saturday Morning Tabletop. No. I would think he's either a sorcerer or possibly a performer. Because those are charisma classes. I'd probably go with performer. Warrior poet is the closest thing to what Catman Williams is, because Cat Williams is actually a comedian, and he gets into his little scraps once in a while. So warrior poet kind of fits right there. Though if you want, maybe you can make him some form of priest. I mean, priests' amulets are they have holy symbols that are amulets, and he is wearing an amulet, so there's always that. Oh yeah, there I kind of ran away. I run away periodically to get more and more coffee, because coffee is liquid fuel for the body. Though it's probably very bad for you. I've been drinking coffee since I was 3 years old. I'm an asthmatic, for those of you that may not know. And coffee is a pretty good home remedy to help, deal with asthma. I think they call it a broncho inhibitor, a broncho dilator. It's some fancy word that has to do with your bronchioles. Basically, drinking coffee can help you breathe. That's why I started drinking coffee. And I mean, a habit started at 3 is a hard habit to break, especially when it's a norm in Western culture. Though here I'm playing around with the Catman Williams eyes. I decided to just put dots and change the transparency so that I can draw them in. Later on, if you could catch it on the time lapse, I actually collapsed the layers and forgot to get rid of that. So that kind of that was a bummer. I had to go in and erase all that. What you see me doing here now is what you often see me doing. I'm putting a outline to the whole thing, and I do so with transparency because, you know, this is digital, so I can see my mistakes a little bit easier and have a chance to correct them. I do this with all my Saturday Morning Tabletop, or most of my Saturday Morning Tabletop illustrations, because, you know, I think it fits the style. You know, it helps it look even more cartoony to me. Yeah, at this point I realized, oh no, I did what I said I accidentally did earlier, but I didn't realize it while I was recording the stream. But yeah, you know, I'm going in and just trying to add some line weights, you know, help separate things. I don't want to go too detailed on the line weights because this is supposed to be really cartoony. So I don't want to get all comic booky in the line weights. Just to help, you know, separate things. At this point, I'm trying to figure out what color to add, and, you know, bright pink is you know, he be pimping, and he's a pimp, so you gotta have that pimp. That pimp is pinking, that pink is pimping, whatever. And of course, green, because, you know, it's all about the money, right? You bet out that's what he'll Hulk out. He's already green. He's got a head start. And he's a Nekohito. And they do have that kind of Hulk out special ability. So yeah, you know, he shaves his sides. That way his mane ain't all full grown in. You keep that cool goat right there. That little goatee just kind of popping out because he be pimping. And, you know, you gotta have the feathers. Because the feathers, that's what is. You know, he was born from the imagination of somebody who watched the Warriors growing up. You remember the Warriors? They didn't have the earring feathers so much as the hair feathers. But you know what? Hey, he's got those kind of kitty ears. You can put those feathers in, right? Right, oh, right. And I need to remember to keep silent in these things and just add music. So I just shut myself up. But at this point, it may very well may be too late. I've already gone through everything in this dang picture. Like, what I'm doing is the coloring now. And, you know, this is you know how you see cats and some of them have like that different coloration in their little mouth-like areas or in the front of the face. That's just me putting that in, and I'm putting in little shinies. And this is Catman Williams. You know, only thing left I gotta do is what I'm doing now. Adding in the cell shading, which isn't much more. After that, it's done. So yeah, again, you know, I would love to see some people stat out Catman Williams. Kind of class you think he belongs to. I personally think the one that fits the best is probably the performer with the warrior poet archetype. If I were to play Catman Williams in a game, that's probably the direction I would go in. But the actual stats is up to you. And this is the picture. You know, you could if you don't yet know what Saturday Morning Tabletop is, it is a RPG rules system that I designed. It's based initially off of Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. It's very different and play, you know, in practice. It has a completely different feel, a completely different vibe. It's way more high adventure and filled chock full of cartoony wackiness, such as the ability to create someone like this, Catman Williams. I think I'm just gonna, it's the end of the video. Shutting up now would be wonderful. So I'm gonna do that. Bye-bye.